get with this, cause this is where it's at. You can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that. I think you'll get with this, cause this is where it's at. You can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that. I think you'll get with this, cause this is where it's at. You can get with this.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Hollywood DA here with another episode of This Is It Media quick review. Well, I'm just say it's maybe not so quick review of House of Dragon Season 1, Episode 7. Thank you for tuning in. As always, if you get a chance, definitely like the video, share it if you can. It helps grow the channel. We appreciate it all. Yeah. And here with the crew, you know who it is. First, we got Phenom 202 over there. What's good with you, man?
Phenom 202, DDA representative, all day, every day. Whew. This episode, man, it was kind of shaky at first, man. It was slow as hell. And it picked up, yo.
All right, that's what's up. That's what's up. And we got Corey Roy down below, man. How you doing, man?
Yo, man, I'm doing good. I think this episode was great. It reminded me of just cerebral Game of Thrones, no action, but a lot of action was happening, man. I'm ready to get into it, man. Talk about it. Deep dive, man, because this episode, there was a good 10 minutes in this episode where there were 5 words spoken. Everybody was just looking around at each other. So let's get into it.
Yeah. We're going to go ahead and take a deep dive. And the first person to take a dive in this was Lenore. She took a dive. So we had her funeral, and the way they cast them off, the Valyrians, they're the kings and queens of the sea. So they put a casket in the water. Now, her uncle, well, I guess, is it her uncle? Yeah, her uncle was giving a eulogy. Man, your boy is throwing some shade up in there, man.
Yeah. Yo, wasn't he?
He was like, that Valyrian blood is thick.
Yeah.
Like, you know who it is? And then your boy Daemon, you see? How you the eulogy of your wife, yo, this boy just started laughing.
I don't understand that, yo. I mean, like, he's soulless, yo.
Yeah.
Soulless, man.
He just started laughing right in the middle of it.
He looked at
I don't get it, because I thought he liked her, but I guess Daemon.
No, he does like her, but when your boy started talking about the Valyrian blood is thick and it's it takes over, he looked at them kids. With the brown hair.
So obvious.
That happens to be a running thing throughout this whole goddamn episode.
For sure. Ray, she's tripping out here with these kids.
Oh,
but so they go through the whole process of the funeral, and like Corey said, Phenom, I'm with Phenom on this one. It started off really slow for me, yo. This whole, I was happy they got out of King's Landing, but they just basically went from one room to another, yo. Like, these motherfuckers, like them dragons, that special effects, like eating up the budget, yo. They was like, yo, this is the set right here. We ain't going nowhere. You get this in the beach.
You make a good point.
Yeah.
But as Corey said, though, it was a lot of mingling at the funeral. Anybody, you can go ahead and touch on the Corey. Like, what do you think about all that?
What I noticed at the funeral with Rhaenyra, and then I'm looking at from everybody. Everybody was there for one thing, but they were really there for another. They were there for the funeral, but they were really there to figure out how do we want to plot our course to take over the throne, and who is with me and who's against me. What are my odds? What are my not odds? Because Rhaenyra clearly was looking like, I'm an odd man out in this situation. She had nowhere to go. She had nobody to talk to. Everybody knew.
I'm sorry.
Was she the odd woman out? Rhaenyra. I'm sorry. I said Rhaenyra.
I know. I was saying Rhaenyra's last episode too, though. So you good.
Yeah. So she was clearly on the outs, because everybody could see that those are not her kids. She didn't know who to talk to. Mm-hmm. So the first person she really sees is Daemon, who she thinks she can talk to. She really can't talk to Daemon either. So she goes to her son, tell her son to go holler at the kids. But she really is on an island by herself. And you start noticing that everybody else is plotting on what they're going to do to get this throne, because they're in a situation now where they're like, okay, what's the next move? It's kind of crazy, but that's how the Game of Thrones is. It's always about what's the next move. And you see that in this whole situation. There wasn't a lot of talking. There's a lot of eyeballs moving all over the place.
It was definitely a lot of staring. Definitely a lot of staring.
Yeah, it's crazy though. The tension between Alicent and Rhaenyra is palpable. You can feel it. You can see it. Her disdain, like, it's crazy. And then, like, kind of piggyback off what Corey said, everything going on is like, even though it was slow, it started to become a little tense. Like, Jace or Luke, I don't know which one it was, and went over to the cousins. He's like, "Why I gotta go over there? My daddy died too. Where my grief, where my flowers and people comforting me."
Yeah, that was crazy, yo. But he was
what I'm saying?
He was like, we should be over there where Pops and the funeral is.
I mean, that's a good point.
But
because his dad has died, but yet he's over here with some folks he really don't know.
Well, no, he knows them. Like, I mean, that's his family for real. No, you can't say that. I mean, just because, dude is his pops, but he don't know his pops' family. His pops is just the only one he know.
I mean, he knows his cousins because his daddy.
True.
Yeah,
that's his real cousin. That's his niece and
nephew. But it's more so. I mean, like he just the fact that he knows this as his dad. But Riri, Ray Ray, she fucked up by when he asked her, like, if that's my dad, she was like, it don't matter, you're Targaryen. She should have been like, nah, because the fact that he knows he a kid, he just out there blabbering, whatever, saying shit like that out in the open, man. Eventually, everybody knows, but eventually, he can just get caught up on some bullshit. To me, like she's better off just lying to that motherfucker. Even though he would know too, though. Everybody.
That's like saying like your mama on crack, and then you like, my mom ain't on crack, but everybody know your mama on crack. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's not my daddy. Everybody know that's your daddy. Look at y'all got the same brown hair or black hair, whatever. Mm-hmm. I just felt bad for him. I felt bad for the kids. I felt bad. I mean, I hate Aegon. Like him drinking everybody drink and being dismissive to the help.
Yeah, Aegon about that party, He like, fuck all this.
He like a young Daemon,
Yeah,
basically.
Yeah, he's
that's for real.
He's like, I'm here, I'm bored, I'm just gonna get drunk.
Yeah.
And he said
he reminds me of he doesn't remind me of I don't think he reminds me so much of Daemon, because Daemon to me is somebody that's like a conqueror. He wants to lead. He wants to be in control. That's why when his brother came over there, it was like, yo, come over back to family. It's all about family here. Yeah. Daemon was quick to shut his ass down because he's like, no, I don't need your help. Because he's like, so that's Daemon's thing. He's like, I don't need your help. I want to rule on my own keep. Not because you helped me to do it. So I don't see Aegon like that. I see Aegon, whatever it is. He's really like a partier.
Yeah,
he don't want to have nothing to do with politics. He don't want to have nothing to do with. He just want drinks and women and
fuck with his dragon.
Playing with the dragon.
Yeah. Yeah, playing his dragon as well. Like he got a dragon. He was like, I spit hot fire out this dragon right out the window.
Out the window.
Yeah, literally. So yes, it's definitely like I did notice. The kids. See, I think it was Bela, Daemon's daughter. Like how she grabbed the hand of
one of the
Jace. It was Jace.
Jace, yeah. So she grabbed his hand and like was holding on. So I wonder if that's going to be something. I think is that going to be something in the future?
Possibly. I mean, it seems to be foreshadowing something.
Yeah, because
I thought she was like, I understand your dad died too, type shit. Like,
I mean, it could be that too.
She could know.
Could be that. Yeah, it could be that. You actually start noticing in this beginning how it's starting to spill into the kids. I mean, you can see it progressively get worse as the episode goes on, but this is when whatever's going on in the family is starting to spill into the kids, where the kids are now being affected by the decisions and things that are going on with the adults. That's when you start seeing it.
Yeah. So your boy Laena was all upset. He was out in the water. I didn't understand why Corlys got so mad when he saw him down there. He was like, he yelled at
get your boy,
like, go get. Like, I didn't really understand that. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
That
was just
looked like something that was left on the cutting room floor.
Yeah,
It really did.
I mean, he was out there just mourning or what have you. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I don't know why he got so mad.
Us, man. He don't like him as much because he's gay. You know what I'm saying? So when he sent out his man, because he know him and his other man, they sword fighting or whatever. So he tell him go to the war to get him. He's not looking like like king like or royalty like. There's not a time for him to mourn. It shouldn't be that way, but that's how he's portraying it. That's why like because Corliss, I mean, as you know, with the conversation he has later on with his wife, he don't care nothing about that stuff. He just care about the name, the parents, all that stuff.
Yeah.
So I can see why he got mad, but I mean, I wouldn't have got mad. I mean, that's his sister, yo.
I don't know. It just seemed kind of out of place for me personally. Like, I just thought it was. I think they might have cut some shit out. You know.
That's what it seemed like to me. When you go back and look at it, it seems like there was something else. A couple of scenes we should have seen, and they just like we got to cut that out, and they left it on the cutting room floor. And all of a sudden, you see him get mad and go to other guys like, "Get your boy," and then you only see 2 scenes with him, or 3. I'm sorry. You see him go get him at the beach, and you see him bring him up all drunk, and then the third scene is you see him with Rhaenyra or Ray at the end. So those are the only 3 scenes, but something was left on the cutting room floor on why he was upset, but we don't know. But either way, it's all good. Yeah, we didn't really need it, but it was, you know.
Yeah, the other, I guess, major event or whatever incident I should call it, not an event, incident, was when King Viserys was getting all tired. He needed to go up. He looked at the girl Allicent and was like, "Yo, good night, Emma." Like called it the ex's name. Horrible. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny. Like the dude, the King's guard dude was just like. Like, he did. Yeah, she ain't saying nothing, but you could see it was just. I was like, damn, girl. But that's just showing. I guess you know he's getting up there, man. The disease is eating at him. You know what I'm saying?
It's starting to affect he can't be that old, man. He just got that lupus.
He actually isn't.
Whatever. Yeah, he isn't that much older.
He isn't that much older than he's not. But that disease is ravaging his body, so he looks like he's Emperor Palpatine. I mean, he just looks very old, but he's not though. The disease, he's still hanging on though. I gotta give it up for him. This guy is still here.
He ain't going nowhere. He like even the end of the episode, it was like he tired. He was curled. He was like, "Yo, just give me this wine. I'm making it home." Like I ain't.
You know, he's sipping on that 7-Up, that ginger ale.
That ginger ale.
That's what it was.
You got some ginger ale, just rubbing some tussin on it. He's like, "Yo, whatever. Just let me rub some tussin on it. I'll be all right." Like I'm doing.
Hey, one of the maesters is black though. You know, tussin and ginger ale. Yo.
Yeah, Black home remedies for everything, yo.
Yeah.
But you know, it's crazy because like, you know, he don't care no more. I'm gonna say he don't care no more. It's like he's the king. Whatever he says, nobody corrects him. Whatever he says is the bond of the land. And Allicent is tired of that shit, yo. You could tell like she's putting up with a whole bunch of shit behind him.
Yeah.
And it
all comes in the head at the end.
Oh yeah,
it really does. It was like her breaking point. Like that was the straw that broke the camel's back right there. That moment. But you know, we're skipping ahead though, but we could get there.
Yeah. So after the ceremony or what have you, a couple things happen. I mean, why just a couple things. First off, we get Daemon
like 2 main. Yeah, there you go.
We get Daemon and Daemon and Ray. They get together. Nice walk on the beach. They get to talking. And then it happens, Joe. It's, and I see so many people like cheering for this, like in Reddit and Twitter and shit. I'm like, yo, y'all realize Game of Thrones got the world twisted up, yo. They cheering for incest nowadays.
Yeah, basically.
But they're like, it's how it was back then. You have to understand that's how. There's a lot of shit was like that back then. That don't mean you gotta like champion it, man. But it had to happen though. I mean, you can cut that sexual tension with them.
Honestly, in this particular situation, I think, and this is me personally, I think she has love for Daemon anyway. We all know she had a love for Daemon.
Both him for her.
Exactly.
Him for her. They both
but I feel that they both feel like it is even more necessary now to do it the way everything is. Like in order for them to build the strength of the house the way they know they need to be, the way they want to be, they know they have to get together. So for them, it was like,
but yeah,
it was what it was.
But I think that the initial sex on the beach though I think that was just more
them wanting to do it.
Yeah, them wanting to do it. That was more lust.
I'm not going to say it wasn't lust, but she had the conversation with him on the beach about that. Like, we need to do this.
That was after they bumped uglies.
But that was after they bumped uglies, I think.
Oh, snap. Okay.
Yeah. So when they was like walking and talking and stuff.
That's right. I forgot. You're right.
When they was walking and talking and stuff, I guess he was grieving, she was grieving.
Mm-hmm.
They saw opportunity to kick it. True. What I don't understand is they got spies everywhere. Nobody was spying on them.
Yeah, they was just like out in the open on the beach. So they was out like the only thing you had to do was look out the window. Nothing out there but them two. So
honestly,
and she Ray Ray's a horrible mom, horrible single mom. Now she's like, she sent the kids to bed. It was still light outside. She like, just go to bed.
Yeah, that's
did.
What it was. Yeah. Shit,
it was like, Mom, really? Go to bed.
Yeah.
It was like 5:00 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Sun was shining hard. Yeah. She had it in her car. She knew what she was going to do.
Oh yeah,
she had bed because you're about to get it on.
Yes, yeah, definitely. Mm-hmm. So the other big thing was Aegon going.
No, just the.
Aemond.
There you go.
Going to Rhaenyra's dragon, Vhagar.
Yeah, the big joint.
The big joint, the biggest dragon in the land, the oldest and the biggest, you know what I mean?
Huge.
And he basically runs up on them and claims them, for lack of a better term. Now, I ain't to lie, y'all. I thought this shit was whack as fuck, man.
What was whack too? The lighting. The lighting was, man, they've been killing HBO.
The effects.
Yeah.
I mean, they had to respond on Twitter and stuff. They was like, "Hey, this was a creative decision."
I mean,
they learned from the first.
I was about to say, Game of Thrones. They had that one battle that was all dark. Like when they battled Night King, that shit was fucking.
The one we have been waiting for 6 years.
Yeah, you ain't seen nothing. You was up to that joint like had the flashlight on the TV, yo.
Man, I cut everything off in my house. I was like, "Man, what's the light?" And I was like, I had to pause it, try to adjust my light on the TV and all that stuff. My projector shit. Yeah. Same thing with this one, man. I was like, man, it's crazy, yo. But yeah, I agree with you, Ollie. That shit was whack.
Yeah, because he ain't even never been on a dragon. He gets on this dragon, that motherfucker takes off. He's hanging on by like flying it, flapping in the wind, hanging on. I was like, yo, you're a little ass kid. His ass would have been off in the sea. He'd been lost since. Like, I thought this was so whack, man. It was hard.
You know what I thought of when I saw him on the dragon? I thought of that fly that gets caught on your car window and it's flapping in the wind when you're driving your car down the road.
Yeah,
and it's like hanging on for dear life, and it's just flapping until eventually go and it flies off because it can't hold on anymore. That's what I thought of when I saw him on that dragon.
It reminded me of like his faces he was making like the never ending story, yo. Like when the dude got on the white flying dog, yo.
Yeah.
I don't understand how. Well, I guess we get a better understanding of how these dragons think too. Like they know not to harm people when they don't need to harm. Like when Rhaenyra or whatever her name was, when she kept saying Dracarys and the dragon didn't want to do it.
Yeah,
they understood like, all right, let me go ahead and this is what she wants.
Yeah, but no, I didn't like that at all, though, man.
You think it was just too quick? Like he never been on a dragon.
Yeah, never been on a dragon.
Yeah,
and even and like you said, like the dragons. Obviously, they have like personalities, feelings, or what have you. Like he didn't want to kill her. He knows she just died, and just to have like some little boy run up on you and just say, "No," like he said a couple of words, like he has some kind of authority, like a little pipsqueak. I don't know, man. I just thought.
Well,
I thought it was trash. I thought it was trash. So.
I mean, he is a Targaryen, so I mean the Targaryens, they master the dragon. So I guess they got some kind of kinship with the dragon, so he know not to. Because he was gonna do it at first, but then he was like, "Let me fall back."
Yeah, he was.
So he opened his mouth. He saw a little flame. But in this scene, like I said, with the lighting, him getting on the dragon and ride the dragon like nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, yo, this is
because that dragon is too big and flying too fast for that little kid, little ass hands to be holding on.
Yeah, especially like his first time on one.
First time. Yeah.
So, but I guess they're having to fast forward. I mean, you gotta think this whole season's been on motherfucking fast forward. This whole season's been like you press the joint, you see 1 arrow, 2 arrow, 3 arrow, 4. Like that shit. This is zooming by. So,
but it's not bad though. Actually, I thought I was going to hate that, but I'm enjoying the speeding up of things because it's trying to get to all the major pieces that we need to focus on. Go ahead.
Oh yeah. So and this leads us, because I ain't to lie, me personally, this is just my thoughts on it. I thought like up to this point, I thought this episode wasn't really that good. I mean, it wasn't the worst.
I definitely agree.
But I was like, this shit's slow. This shit is, I just didn't enjoy it, honestly. Mm-hmm. We get a good hot 20 minutes though. I was like, all right. And this is the beginning of this hot 20. So he comes in, Lenore's kids are there. Basically they're upset that he got on the dragon. Because they had peeped out the window, the dragon took off. There was like somebody stole Vagar. Right. So when he comes in, they're like, yo, how you get on the dragon? Especially the one girl, she thought that was going to be hers.
She's like, that was mine.
That was mine.
To take. Yeah.
Yeah, he was like, whatever, you snooze, you lose type of shit.
Basically.
And they get to fighting, First, first he's arguing with them, then he gets into Ray's kids, calls them bastards, just puts it out there in the air for everybody here, and they get to scrapping, I ain't gonna lie though. I mean, I know he was older than them, but he was handling them little kids though. He was, get on.
Yeah.
He punched the girl, I never thought Game of Thrones was so a girl getting punched. Not a woman. A little girl getting punched.
But since it was by a kid, it don't matter. But they don't have girls get raped on this show before.
Yeah.
I was just, I'm not going to say excited, but I was I was like, whoa, I can't believe they're doing this. Kids fighting. And not like typical kids fighting where you just see them rumbling, stumbling on the ground. Yeah. It was like legit fighting. Like people were throwing punches, noses were being broken, people were being kicked. I got cut out. Like this was a real legit.
It was a gang. It looked like a gang initiation, Like they were beating them down. Like
that one part we were all kicking them.
So Jace, like your boy had picked up the rock. Jace picked up the knife. Like when Aemond had that rock, he was about to like do some business. Jace like whatever. Like that's where we going. He's like, we going there, huh? And sliced them up.
He hit somebody with the rock first.
Yeah, he did.
He broke his brother's nose.
He broke his brother's nose, and then I think when he was about to get the rock again and smash him.
Yeah.
When he saw the other boy pick up the knife, that's when the boy threw the sand in his face.
Oh yeah.
That was dirty. Yeah. That was dirty.
Nah, it ain't dirty. There ain't no rules in the street fight. Look, he already had the rock. Fuck that. Saying great mood to your ass.
Yeah. That's a good cool, right? We owe this shit.
Wrestling. Green mist.
Yeah,
man, he threw that sand in his face, and then it caught the guy off guard, and then the kid came with the knife, like,
yeah. That was crazy. Because I didn't know what was gonna happen. Honestly, I thought somebody was gonna die.
Like, it was that bad. I thought.
Yeah, when he had the rock, I was like, oh shit, he about to take one of these kids out. Like, you know what I mean? But he got his shit sliced.
Good too.
Yeah. Crazy stitches for a minute. He gave him a $150. He gave him like a $350.
Super $150.
Yeah,
that was crazy, yo.
So all this happens. Of course, everybody has to come. I had to lie. I didn't understand why it had a whole audience. Like it wasn't just the family. They had everybody. Everyone was deep. It was
I thought everybody was supposed to be going to bed. Yo.
Yeah, it was like 100 people in this room. It was like everybody woke up for this shit. They was like, somebody was like, they downstairs, like whatever. They like everybody ran down the steps, because I was like, it wasn't a family meeting. It was
it was like a after party after the repast.
For real. Yeah, I know.
Everybody came back to Big Mama house.
But that's normally what happens when kids are involved. Everybody got to figure out what happened. So that's basically what happened. Like everybody came down to figure out what happened.
Yeah, because you ever been to like back in the day. When your parents be upstairs playing cards or whatever, and the kids be a part of the house, somebody get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
All the kids got to come downstairs.
Yeah, everybody got to tell their story.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it though, because this was an intense scene. It was really intense.
It was, and basically, they're arguing back and forth. Who did what, who did this. The kids are, it was his fault. It was his fault. It was his fault. We see Aemond's eye, like I said, the joints closed. The Mason basically tells him, like, the flesh will heal, but the eye is gone.
The eye is gone, brother.
So Allicent, at this point, and I understand. I mean, she's the mother. Your kids lost the eye. She's like, yo, fuck this. Somebody got to pay. You know what I mean? She was like, yo, my kid lost the eye. We about to take one of your kids' eye. Like, she was like, I give you, a choice. At least you get a choice. My boy ain't get a choice. Like, you get a choice. So they really about to get it.
Yo.
Yeah, they was really about to get
that. I was like, whoa, this is deep. This gets serious now.
Yeah, so they really about to get into it. I mean, it got to the point. Basically, she came at it with the knife and this and that. Also, I'm sorry, I'm all over the place because it was like crazy.
It was crazy.
It's intense. And then, I'm sorry. I was just saying the other main thing that came out in this was when Ray was talking. She was like, "Well, he did it because your son called them bastards. You questioning, you know what I'm saying, their lineage." Mm-hmm. And of course, that's treasonous in this land. Like, you know what I mean? You can't say that out loud. So the king questions his son. He was like, well, who told you? And he was looking at his mama. He was kept glancing at his mama, but then he was like, ain't gonna lie. Like, just like a little brother, yo.
The older brother was like, me?
He was like,
what?
So the king went to him. He was like, yo, I'm the king. Yo, you better tell me the truth. Like, fuck, I'm your daddy. Fuck all that. I'm the king. Yo, who told you? And Aegon, he definitely got out of it good. I mean, not a good way. Was like
the best line.
But the best thing he could say, he's just like, yo, everybody. He was like, who told you? Everybody. He's like, everybody knows.
He said, everybody knows.
Like,
just look at them.
I know.
And it's so funny because the camera pans over to them and they're like,
but you know what's so funny though? It's like Ray, she knew how to play on her dad's sympathy when it came to that situation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
because she pulled that shit right out the hatch. Like, well, he called my kids bastards, so he started a fight. And I went kind of back and forth for like, who's really at fault in this, as far as a kids fight. Because yes, Aemond, like these Targaryens are assholes, man. Like these little kids, like I don't know if the mama just let them do whatever they need to do, but
I mean they're all assholes. Kids are assholes, right? Right to put that just on them being target. I think all kids are assholes, man. Fuck them kids, yo. Like that's kids. I mean, kids. It's not even so much assholes, yo. Kids are just don't say what's on their mind, yo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, you definitely can tell that a lot of what's going on is bled over into the kids. I mean, really, that's what's happening here. A lot of everything is bled on.
Like 2 episodes ago, when before his daddy died, they was in there fighting in the yard. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like even Christian is like he done turned heel now. He was a good guy. We was rooting for him. Mm-hmm. Now he's just straight Alicent. And Alicent was crazy. It was like, Kristen, get that little boy eye, yo.
Oh yeah.
He was like,
but
he was about to do it. He's like,
but
I'm a sworn protector.
Yeah. That's what he
found his way out of that.
Yeah, he was quick on his feet with that one too. She was like, "Yo, you sworn to me to do whatever." He was like, "No, I'm just sworn to protect you." Like,
I sworn to protect,
because
not to attack.
Because the King's Guard, the main King's Guard dude, looked at him too. Like, I thought they was about to be on because they was looking at each other. He was like, "Yo," he was like, "All right, we about to get in this battle," because he was like, Viserys was gonna let that happen.
Nah,
exactly. So it was about to be on. He looked at him. Chris looked at him. Like, I'm just sworn to protect.
That's protect you, not the kids.
You, I know.
But that's the thing. Like even like in this whole episode, I mean, like you said, Ollie, it made up. These last 20 minutes made up for the whole episode. Yes, the earlier parts was slow. Then you can see the tension started building. Everybody started going their separate ways. When everybody came together, I mean, Allicent, she really wanted to gouge one of them kids' eyes out. And then her husband was like, yo, don't speak about this again. You need to forgive it. It's over. Whatever. And she grabbed the knife.
Yeah,
In front of
It
everybody.
came at her. It was like, oh.
That's
You know
when
what I'm
I knew she lost then.
But I'll say, because Christian was about to run up in there too on that joint. Damon was like, "Nope." I was like, "Oh shit!" I was like, they about to get into it because Damon was like, "Yo, watch yourself, brother." Like, yeah.
Yo, I'm gonna tell. Let me tell this quick story. Yo, Ali, you gonna remember this shit like it was yesterday, yo. We was playing basketball in my backyard. Me and Ali was playing against his older brother, his cousin Anton. And then Ali brother got mad at Ali brother's like 3 years older than us. He's our big brother, yo. And Ali threw the ball at him or something. He started chasing Ali around. Ali was running around. And Anton was like, "Don't you jump in it." I'm like, he's like looking at me like, "Don't jump in it." And that's kind of what happened in this one, yo. Like, this ain't your business.
Yeah, because Anton's older too. They're playing Anton. They're the same age, so they both was older than us. Yeah. I know. Clint, I was just running around like I don't know what I was running. I was running around something. I was like, yo,
I think it was one of the cars.
It was like a cars back there. You know, the old back in the day. I was like,
oh my god.
Yeah, yo. But that's how it was, yo. I mean, like, you can't get in family business. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the thing about it is, I think her coming out like that made her look super bad.
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
People was looking at her like she was crazy, like she was the wrong one, even though somebody sliced her kid's eye out, yo.
Yeah. Well, she had reasons to feel the way that she felt because they're all getting it from the kids and none of the kids are really telling the full truth. They're just telling it from their perspective. So each mother feels deserving of what has happened. She has every right to feel upset that her kid got her eye gashed out, knowing that her kid was the one that started the fight.
Yeah,
she doesn't know that.
I mean,
the dragon.
Yeah,
you know, and Rhaenyra has a reason to be upset because they're calling her kids out in bastards, and she knows that's not right. And the king is trying to dead all this. So he's really mad at Allicent because he's like, "Stop this shit. It's done. It's over. It's dead."
Yeah, you know. What did I say last episode, yo? He is old. This nigga, he ain't got no arm. He losing body parts. Yeah. All he want to do is just relax.
That's all, yo.
Play with his Legos, yo. He's like, I just want to enjoy these kids, my grandkids, whatever. Right. Play with these Legos, yo. Y'all motherfucking stressing me out. Like, you know what I mean? He's like that. Exactly how he sounded. That Popeyes lady at the that meme. The Popeyes lady just sitting outside on the bench. Yeah, smoking.
That was a chicken sandwich meme. When they were crazy about the chicken sandwich, you kept like making all them chicken sandwiches. Now she outside all worn out.
Well, he's just like, man, all I want to do is just motherfucking live these last couple of years I got out in peace. Like, you know what I mean?
That's exactly all he wants to do. You can tell, but Allicent was not having it, and I was shocked when she grabbed that knife, but because I really thought it was going down, and like Phenom said, yo, she's made herself look bad, but Middle Finger actually liked that she did that. He's like, hold steady, because you show me you got guts now. Yeah, so we'll see what comes of this in the future.
Yeah, Otto's back, yo. I ain't gonna lie though. When they first showed him, I was like, "What the fuck is wrong with Otto? Did you see he looked disheveled?" Like I was like, "Yo, you came
like hard living.
Like you just came fly to the wind. Like this motherfucker's hair was like, go back and look at his hair, yo. His shit is like all fucked up. Yo. I was like, yo, Otto, what you been doing, man? Like,
but he's the king. He's the hand to the king now.
Yeah. So he did get the throne. They showed it. Yeah, he got the hand back. Mm-hmm. So
one thing, so, you know, Aemond was like, so he deaded the situation. He's like, Mom, look, I lost the eye, but I gained the dragon. Mm-hmm. The biggest part and I started seeing all this shit because I went back and watched part of the episode. This one scene where he was talking about getting the dragon or whatever, and his sister Helena was like, "You want to get a dragon, but you're gonna close your eye." So they were trying to say she might know.
Oh yeah, she's definitely
the future and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, she's definitely like. That's why she speaks in all those all that playing with the joint. She's definitely saying little sayings or whatever it is. I think she's definitely has some powers or whatever.
Wow.
Yeah.
Clairvoyant.
So I went back and saw that. Like she said in the previous episode 6.
Yeah.
Like he's like he's going to gain a dragon, but you're going to close your eye. He loses an eye,
Wow.
Yeah.
and also he has the biggest dragon in the land, yo.
Yeah. So that's what even Otto was saying that he was like, yo, he was like, yeah, he lost an eye, but you know, the boy's smart. He was like, he's right, yo. We gained like a dragon. So, so the lines
And
are
the
definitely
biggest
being
one.
drawn in the sand. You know what I'm saying? So, Viserys, his crew, the Greens are all heading back to King's Landing. We back here. Ray's like, yo, I need some help. My boy Lenore, he's a good man at heart, but yo, he ain't gonna get the job done. Daemon, I need a Daemon. I need a crazy motherfucker by my side. You know what I mean? Dude, go out there, gets the crab feeder, crab king, just step out there and be like, who am I? So they come up with a plot, basically to get rid of Lenore. So he approaches, not Lenore. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. What's the boy's name?
Name.
Y'all horrible. And y'all just let me say all this name.
I don't remember his name.
His name is Lenore.
The guy that was at the beach.
Yeah, I was thinking. I keep calling his sister Laena Lenore. I get all the names mixed up. But so Lenore, they come at his other half, his sweetheart. It was like,
his
yo,
protector. It was his protector.
Oh, there you go, his protector. It was like, yo, did you know it's places across the water, yo? They don't care what your name is, as long as you got that gold. Pass them a bag. So they get the plot together to kill Lenore.
Yeah, I was actually shocked that she was willing to go that route, but I understand it's the Game of Thrones. You know, sometimes you got to risk a pawn to make the move.
Because she was saying he was a good man. And honestly, like Lenore been about it, yo. He even when they was fighting the crab feeder, like he was out there on the dragon and fighting and doing all types of stuff. Like, you know what I mean? That's why he wanted to go out there with his boy. He was like, yo, my boy's about to go out.
But see,
I'm not gonna go. He was like, I'll stay here. He was like, basically, yo, he realized it's about to be on and popping. Honestly, he was like, yo, I'll just stay here. I'm about to do my duty. You know what I mean? Whatever it takes.
I think the reason why, I mean, yes, he can fight out there with the best of them as well. But I think, honestly, when he decided that he wanted to come back into her life, I think she's like, I've been there, done that. I don't want that. It's in her mind. She had been with Daemon. She wanted Daemon, and that's where she wanted to rock and roll. And she didn't want to be in another relationship where she was with somebody only to step out to be with somebody else. And I think that's what it was. She didn't want to go through that again. So that's why she's like, look, if this is the move I got to take, and take out the pawn to get the bishop in, so be it.
I think she wanted protection and some D, yo. She already said that, they try to consummate, they try to procreate, and it won't go on down.
Yeah, they
you know
tried.
What I'm saying? So ain't nothing he can offer her right now, and that's the thing, because she's like, I think it was the wrong time for him to come.
Yeah, I ain't just saying nothing he can offer. I mean, he is a battler, yo.
From her eyes, like she's thinking grander. I understand what you're saying now. Like, you want to be a daddy, you want to be pappy to the kids, and you gonna be here to protect me. But she's already past it. She's
past it. Yeah,
I got a plan in motion.
So the plan goes into motion. He goes, kills him, bow. Like fights his swordsman. You know what I'm saying? So the swordsmen, they went from figurative swords to real swords. They get to fighting. People rush up in there. Dead body in the fire. End scene. Plot twist. You know what I'm saying? Basically, he didn't kill him. He just shaved his head. Him and his man, they're selling off into another land. Now, did they get y'all? Did they get y'all?
Oh, definitely got me.
Oh, I thought they had me. I was like, oh, that's him, man. He threw him in the fire, flame chicken, cooking them up.
I ain't to lie, yo.
That ain't him though.
I wish I gotta start recording myself. Once I saw I thought the plan was to kill him, but once I saw the dude that was in the fire,
the Trevor Noah looking dude, yo.
once I saw the burn up body, I was like, oh nah, something else is going down, yo. Because every time all these shows, once you got the burned up body, they can't tell who it is. It's always just whatever. Like, why would you kill somebody and then throw them in the fire? Like, come on, man. Like, who's doing all that shit?
But look at also too, Ollie. yo, what's the odds of another light skinned brother walking in the hallway? You get to snap his neck when nobody see it, yo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, who's this Trevor Noah looking dude walking in there? He's like, you ain't supposed to be in here. Snap. And then I'm like,
yeah, Daemon took him out. Daemon was like, so they got the body.
Crazy, yo.
By the lie, yo, Lenore, he an asshole for this shit though. I mean, I can see why he did it, but he got his whole family thinking he's dead. Yo, his mama just lost his daughter. Now you got her thinking she done lost his son. Like, I was like, yo, you an asshole, man.
Super asshole.
Like, I think that's some bullshit.
I mean, he gets to start his own life.
He want to live his own life, man.
But the thing about it is, Cole is gonna be super duper pissed because now he ain't got no claim to nothing.
He don't have no.
Everybody.
That's right. He don't have no heirs now. Yeah.
No, he gonna be.
I mean, well, he got his grandkids, but they ain't his kids.
They ain't saying nothing.
Yeah, Rhaenys basically was like, yo, those ain't your kids. But she gave him the plan. Oh, yeah. Well, I guess we didn't talk about this part either. He was talking to Rhaenys. What Phineas actually mentioned it earlier, where he was like, yo, all he's about the name. You know what I'm saying? She was like, the lineage. She was like, yo, history doesn't remember all that. They just remember the names, which is true, yo. It's like 100 years from now, it's just gonna be like what's written down in this book and whose name is what. But she did give. I thought it was a good plan, but I can understand where he's coming from because she was like, basically, let's just give the name one of the granddaughters the heir, like give her the land or whatever. He was like, well, that's just gonna validate to people that the grandsons aren't his grandsons for real.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So he's in a what they call a pretty pickle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Rocking the hard place.
I mean, he is. She hit him right upside the head with the truth, and he didn't really know what else to say except it's done. I'm going to do what I'm going to do because he kept trying to always say that you're supposed to be the queen and they took it right from you. And this is why we're doing this. Mm-hmm. And she called him out on it. She's like, this isn't about me. Because you said, I've forgotten about that thing decades ago.
As she should.
Yeah. All this is about your ambition to get the throne and you're trying to use me and anybody else as a conduit in order to get there. Yeah. So she pulled his card and to the point that he didn't have anything else to say except it's about the names.
Yeah.
and that's it. And we're leaving it. And
yeah. But she it was a good plot. Like she said, yo, if anything, you could do it now just to say it's in the name of the mother. Like since the mother just passed, it's like, we're doing it. We're doing this in her honor. Like this is like, but like I said, I understand his hesitancy as well though, because I mean, basically at that point, it's your grandsons ain't shit. Like they supposed to, because after Ray Ray, like if she dies, they're supposed to be the king. You know what I mean? She's the next queen. The sons is the kings. Right. So if you passing them over, like they ain't your grandsons, basically.
That's it.
So I got a question for y'all. So yes, dude sells off. He faked his death, yo, and he's gone. Mm-hmm. And we fast forward. We see some people on the rocks, cutting their hands up, putting blood on their face. Pan out, they getting married, yo. Like,
oh yeah, they waste no time.
Kids, they waste no time. How does this fly, yo? Like, dude ain't even finished cooling off yet.
Shit,
he's still smoldering, yo.
But that's what I'm saying, yo. The granddad called us. Like, I don't know how I feel. First, we just buried your daughter yesterday. We buried your daughter yesterday. My son died today, and y'all two motherfuckers still got married, and just like that. Like both the kids.
Ain't nobody around, just the kids.
Just the kids.
I mean,
I was wondering. I was like, these kids gotta think this crazy, yo. They gotta think this is crazy.
It's wild. So, but when Viserys finds out about this, yo, he gonna be like, man, motherfucker, yo. Like he don't be mad. I don't even think it's gonna be like that.
Brother, for real.
Yeah, and I don't even think it's gonna be like a mad, like he just don't be frustrated. He's like, man, all I want to do is play his fucking Legos.
Play my Legos. Right.
Like this motherfucker is doing too much, yo. You can't wait till I just motherfucking die. Like they doing way too much.
Gonna die, yo. Viserys is. I've called it. he gonna be here to the end of the season.
Oh yeah,
Think so? I
I think
don't
so.
know, man. I think he might crow. I ain't gonna say next episode. I think he ain't gonna
They
be.
jump up a pretty good distance in the
Yeah,
next
yeah. That
episode.
it's another time jump.
Yeah, because
next
you can
episode.
see
the kids are grown.
Aemond got missing the eye, yo. He looked
Yeah,
like
a lot older.
Yeah,
Everybody's a lot older.
Yeah, so they got new actors coming in. I was like, yo, they ain't messing around. I know.
Big time jump.
Yeah, I know
everybody getting a check, yo.
some of the kids. Nah, I ain't gonna lie, I'd be mad. I'm like, oh shit, I made them on House of Dragons. Ha ha ha! Be bragging a little blah, I'm on House of Dragons. Then you read that script. This is a one episode. It's like, did I die? Nope. Like, nah, bro. You just gone. Like,
but you gotta understand this though. Oh, remember in first Game of Thrones, Ned Stark, he was in season 1. He ain't making it to season 8. You know what I'm saying?
He didn't only get past the first seats.
But he made it to the end.
But he made at least episode 8. Like, these motherfuckers get one episode. No,
Ned Stark made it to episode. Well, was that the end of the season?
No, it wasn't in the season. No, it was probably like episode 7 or 8 where they
when they cut his head off.
Yeah, that's right. But either way, yeah, Joffrey got. But either way, he had more than one. Yo, these motherfuckers get one episode, and they ain't even dying.
But you know who they are, though.
But
you know I'm saying,
if anything, I just be like, yo, at least kill me off. They ain't even dying, yo. Because now they'll be like, now you'll be like, yo, you'll be at the party, you'll be in the club, like, yeah, what up, girl? Yeah, you see, I'm in the House of Dragons, yo. I'm Aegon. She'll be like, you ain't Aegon. Like, that's Aegon right there. It's gonna be the next actor playing on like you don't get no claim to fame, yo.
Man, y'all never seen Moonlight. When they did like a time jumping in,
I never saw it.
Yeah, so the young kid. Then the dude that played the RZA. Actually, the first kid is dude that plays in The Shy, like Lil Kevin. And then the middle one was the guy we hate in the Wu-Tang series, the dude that played the RZA. And then the dude that's playing Mike Tyson, yo. So all three of them in the movie, they all got a time jump. They play the same person.
Right,
it's same as this, yo. Like, you gonna know like who Rhaenyra was when she was a teenager.
I mean, but she got more than one episode. I'm talking about these kids all got one episode.
Yeah. They got two episodes.
No, they didn't. It was one.
Only got one episode.
Well, you're right. They got two. They got two.
Yeah, the kids got two. Damon's wife got one. That's probably the only one I know they got one episode.
Yeah, she only.
Oh man,
she got one. No, and Damon's wife that broke her back on the horse. She got one episode.
She didn't get the episode. She got a scene. She got one scene.
That's very true.
That was as soon as the editor said, like, cut.
All right, you rap.
Get out of here.
Playing ticket right here. Like, hey, man, she showed up. I'm ready to work. That's like, you good.
I'm sure she was excited as hell when she got that script. It's like, oh my God, I got casted for Game of Thrones. And she's reading that script and she's like, okay, so how long am I in this scene now? Damn.
Yeah.
Yo, man, she's in the universe, yo. She's in the Game of Thrones house. So one thing about this episode, I ain't gonna lie, I know we kind of skipped over this, but did y'all see like one of the boys, either Jace or Luke, like was screaming like a little bitch the whole like during the fight he was screaming? Like really, really loud pitch screaming. You ain't noticed that?
I did not notice that.
Like screaming like a little girl, yo.
When during the fight with the kids, or when all the kids were in that place where they were
when they was fighting with the kids, like he was screaming.
I remember that.
Man, if you go back and listen, yo, I don't understand how y'all missed that, yo.
I didn't miss that.
I hope he grew out that shit. You know what I'm saying? So
that's his battle cry.
His battle cry. It's like a little banshee out that bitch, yo.
That's his battle cry.
So, but basically, that's a wrap, man.
That's it.
I mean, the lines have been drawn at this point. Like, you know, and it's like Corey said, like everything was sweet from the mamas to the kids, and now the lines have definitely been drawn in the sand. And I'm gonna see what this time jump. I guess until Viserys actually dies. That's when the actual,
I think
the fighting's gonna begin. Mm-hmm. I mean, of course, it's always gonna be like Corey said. Everybody's making moves right now. Everybody's positioning. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get our shit together. Mm-hmm. To me, I know they got another dragon. That's what I want to see now. Because I believe it says it's gonna be 10 dragons. So Daemon has a dragon. Mm-hmm. His daughter has a dragon. Ray got a dragon,
Mhm.
and I believe they said both her sons got dragons. Both of them got dragons, right? Because
Yes,
the
except
mama was mad that she was like, "How did both their dragons hatch?" So they got 5 dragons. On the
And
other
then one
side,
dude got the big one. That's
so
6.
yeah, no,
He's talking about the other side. He's like dragons.
no. This is
versus
Daemon
dragons.
and Ray,
Oh,
Rhaenyra.
okay. My bad.
So Daemon, Rhaenyra, his daughter, and both her sons. So that's 5 dragons. On the other side, we have, I guess,
Aemond and Aegon.
Aegon has a dragon. Now Aemond has a dragon. But there's 3 dragons flying back. And that's what I was
They
wondering.
just may not be claimed by
Who is-
anybody yet.
Who is that 3rd dragon?
That's a good question.
They may not be claimed by anybody.
Now, I know Lenore had a dragon, and I saw some people online talking about this as well. I don't have to get into it. But basically, they were saying even if he fakes his death, like the dragons are supposed to be able to sense the riders or what have you. So what happens to his dragon? There's like, if anything, is the dragon going to follow him? Like, you know what I mean? Because they don't
Right.
just,
'Cause
they
then
could,
they'll know that he's still
dead.
alive.
No,
He's supposed to be
what they're
dead.
saying, the dragons can sense the riders.
Right.
So the dragons don't
supposed
know.
to be dead.
Yeah, but the dragons don't know he's still alive. Like he should
Right,
be able to
so,
sense
yeah,
him.
that's-
So,
yes,
so
exactly.
if he's gonna follow him out there, because it's gonna be hard to hide if you got a motherfucking
Yeah, the dragon
dragon following your ass around.
Flying in the sky, they're like, wait a minute, we got a Targaryen or
Yeah.
a Valerian out here somewhere.
Well, they say Rhaenys, the queen who never was, she has a dragon.
So that's 6
Okay.
dragons. I know there's supposed to be 10 dragons on the show. So that's 7
We just
dragons for
never
them.
seen her.
So-
Helena
Birds
has a
yet.
dragon
Who?
called Dreamfire. Helena,
But-
Seeker.
But she hasn't
Cleo.
got. Well, maybe I don't know. Have they?
We ain't seen him. So some of
It's
these
in-
dragons
it's in
we
the
ain't
future.
seen.
Oh, it's in the future. Well, that's in the future. I'm talking about right now, though. So I'm talking about right now. So I don't
You
know.
said
if
you
she's-
was wondering where the 10 dragons are coming from. I guess that's what.
Well, no, I'm saying it was 3 dragons flying back with them,
Mhm.
and I just wonder what was that 3rd dragon, because I know, like I said, Aegon and Aemon got a dragon. I don't know who that 3rd dragon was. So maybe I'm gonna have to do some research on that.
Yeah.
Somebody in the comments, yo, somebody's supposed to be helping us,
Well, let me ask you
because
this final question.
we're not book readers, yo. Well, yeah, we don't. Yeah, go ahead and ask this question. We're going to wrap this up after that.
Y'all think episode 10 is going to be with the same theme of Game of Thrones? Because every Game of Thrones episode ended on like something epic. It wasn't a cliffhanger. It was like a big battle. Something came to a head, and then the next season it's kind of started off new. Or do you think we're going to see any action prior to?
No, well, Game of Thrones is known for actually their penultimate episodes.
Penultimate
Is
episode
when the big battle happens, and then the last episode is just a lot of tying up loose ends, like them
Yeah,
maneuvering or what have you. So
that's what I think is going to
yeah,
happen.
do I
That's what
think
is gonna happen.
it's gonna
Same
be a big battle in episode 9? I don't know with this series, yo.
I don't necessarily
I
think
mean,
it'll be a big battle,
'cause it
but
won't
I
be-
think there'll be a
'cause
big
it's-
climax
yeah.
of some sort.
Some sort. So that might be when Viserys dies, what have you? Because really, nothing can really jump off till he dies. Because right now,
Yeah.
I mean, he's the king.
He's keeping everybody at bay.
Yeah, everybody
Trying
at
to
bay.
anyway.
Because yeah, as you say, he's trying. Because even if they don't like what he's saying or whatever, they have to. Even if they don't respect it, they kind of have to respect it a little. Like abide by it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
just
obey, 'cause he's the king.
because he's the king. So until he goes, I can't see anything crazy happening. So if I had to guess, that's gonna be like, instead of a battle, the episode 9 might be when he dies.
Good call.
And then
Yeah.
episode 10 will be them everybody scrambling, getting ready.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think episode 9 will be a climax episode. Episode 10 will be the episode where they're wrapping up things, but setting up things for season 2.
Yeah, there we go.
Well, I hope something happened to with the dude, the gimpy dude that be walking around that killed his pops and his brother, because he was on the boat. He was like, "Yo, you know I can get somebody eye taken out for you, right?"
Yeah,
She's
she
like,
was
"Nah, it's
nah.
not." He's like, "You sure? You know, I
Yeah.
can make that shit
Yeah.
happen."
She didn't want to give him
All
an
right.
inkling that she wanted a yes.
Yeah.
He's like, "All right."
I knew he was an asshole when he was at this funeral. So his brother and his daddy died. Yo, he ain't even over there. Yo, he out here.
Chilling, yo.
Chilling. Like, why are you here? And he was staring at her all creepy like. That's why I was like,
Creeper
Yo.
face.
yeah,
yo.
he ain't a good little. It's only one little thing I can see now because he was just standing there, just standing there. Your boy Chris is like, yo, he just been staring at you. He was just like,
Yeah.
I was like, nigga, mingle, talk to somebody. He's just like,
He's trying to position himself, yo. But yeah, like I thought that was super creepy, yo. But yo, I give this episode a solid 8, yo. Like it picked up. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
what about
So,
you, Corey? What you?
I give it an 8. You know, I don't see anything wrong with this episode. It's a great episode. They setting it up. They're moving, man.
I ain't gonna lie, yo. I wasn't high on this episode, man. I give this episode like 6.5. It had a good.
Really?
It
That
had,
low?
I mean, it had like a good 15 minutes, like from the time the kids fight to the argument, whatever, in the throne room. But besides that,
Interesting.
not that it was trash. It just, I don't know. It just wasn't for me.
See, for me, I didn't
understand
mind
for
it.
me.
And the reason why I didn't mind is because we needed all of that build up in order for the payoff to happen in the last 20 minutes. That was all necessary. It was like the
I
pot
agree with that.
that was boiling. And it was, that's what I felt like. That's why I think it was an 8 for me. Like it was slow, but we needed that build up, because if we didn't have that build up and they was chopping real fast to get through the episode, that last 20 minutes wouldn't have hit us as good. But all that stuff leading up to that moment, we felt that because it was so much build up. So, that's why I thought it was an 8. But, to each his own.
Yeah, until they motherfucking get out of one room, one set episodes. It's the numbers
The
don't
camera
keep.
was just panning around in a circle in that one spot. Yeah.
The number might keep
that budget, yo. The budget is kind of.
It might keep going down.
Yeah.
But that's what's up, yo. I've made this far. I definitely appreciate you. As always, if you can, hit that like button. It doesn't cost you nothing but to click. Go ahead and click that like button. Share, subscribe. If you're interested in more House of Dragons talk, we'll be here next Monday, as always, 9 o'clock, 9 to 9:15ish.
Yeah.
We'll be here live to talk this shit that we talk. We got Corey Roy down below, Phenom 202 that way, and I'm Ollie with the Yay. Thank you for watching. This is it, and we out.
Peace, y'all.
Man, he was
You
like,
can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that. I think you'll get with this, because this is where it's at. You can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that. I think you'll get with this, because this is where it's at. You can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that. I think you'll get with this, cause this is where it's at. You can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with